So today we're going to review the Korean drama To the Beautiful You. It aired in late 2012 and it has a lot of popular young actors and Korean pop stars. So the first one is Sully, and she's from the group FX, and she played Gu Ja-hee, who is the main female character, and it also stars who? Say his full name. Chow Eun-ho as Kang Ta-jun, Lee Hoon-woo as Cha Eun-gul, who was like the second male lead, the Nakatsu character, Julian Kang as Daniel, who is the female lead's brother, and also starred two actors who later starred in Heirs together, Kim Woo-bin and Kim Ji-won. So they were kind of, I'd seen them in a few things before, but I kind of really first saw them in this drama, and then of course they've, especially Kim Woo-bin, has become way more popular. Okay, so this is a Korean remake of Hanakimi, which is a Japanese manga, and there are two Japanese versions of it, a Taiwanese version and the Korean version. So basically this girl named Ja-hee, she sees Tae-jun, who is a high jumper, in a competition on television, and she kind of becomes smitten with him, like she falls in love with him at first sight when she sees him in the competition. She later learns that he had an accident and he no longer competes in the high jump, and she decides to, this is so ridiculous, she decides to chop off all her hair, this is of course a gender bender, and go she lives in America, by the way, and travel all the way to South Korea, enroll in his school, and becomes his roommate, and attempts to help persuade him to high jump again. So that's basically the plot. It varies differently by each version, but yeah. So, and of course, you know, she's a guy, so pretending to be a guy, which it's never super believable in dramas, but especially this one.
She wore lipstick.
Yeah, she wore, I mean, for me personally, if you know the group FX, who would have been a better choice to pretend to be a boy?
Amber.
There's a member named Amber. She's my favorite member in the group, but she has shorter hair and she has more of a masculine look to her. I think she would have been perfect in this role, and she probably would have been one of the best gender bender performances. She could have passed for a boy, and I would have been more happy. I mean, I still like the drama, but I think she would have been better in the role than Sully, and that's just me. So, now you have watched, the other really famous one is the Hanakimi is the 2007 Japanese version, which to me that's still the best version. If you haven't watched a Japanese or drama at all, go watch that one because it's amazing.
I'm not finished with that yet.
Well, you've watched some of it. You've watched about half.
Mm-hmm.
But, so how do you feel that you've compared to each other?
I like Min-ho a lot, but I
haven't seen Min-ho, and I mean, he's in the group, obviously. He's in the group SHINee. I haven't seen him act much, but I do say I liked his performance, because that's the thing with the 2007 Japanese version. Although I love a lot about it, and I love the second male lead and the female lead, I didn't really care for Sano, the male lead. And I feel like Min-ho did a really good job with that character, because he's supposed to be like a jerk at first and hard to get to know, but then he becomes nicer. And in the Japanese version, he kind of doesn't, he becomes a little bit nicer, but he's still kind of a cold character, and I never really connected with him. So, and of course the girl in that version wasn't, you know, didn't pass for a boy either, but that's kind of redundant. So, okay, here's my thing too, when you compare the Japanese version with this, because you have to, because it's, you know, that's a version people are really familiar with. They left a lot of the stuff that I really liked in the Japanese version out of the Korean version. And the Korean version kind of focuses on the romance. There's some focus on the friendships, like in all the other dorm members and the guys at school and stuff like that, but mostly it's the romance. And in the Japanese version, you get to see all the fun like dorm competitions they had, you know, and like they had a bunch of funny side characters, and you just don't get that in the Korean version. They kind of left a lot of that aspect out, and I think that would have made
Their
me.
competitions were funny.
Yeah.
Not the Korean.
Yeah, the Korean had a few competitions, but not.
Theirs were more running.
Yeah, and that was just the aspect I felt like made all the dorms and all the guys kind of more of a community, and you just didn't really get a sense of that. It was just all about Jae and Taejun, you know, their relationship with each other. And of course, I mean, it was still, like I said, to me it's kind of in the same ballpark. It's like a cotton candy drama. It's super sweet and super fluffy.
What the heck are you talking
Super
about?
sweet and super. I make my own. You know,
I know
it's super sweet and super fluffy, but it's kind of shallow. There's not a lot of depth.
Fluffy.
Yeah, like a teeny drama.
Oh.
So it's like I said, it's kind of in the vein of Boys Over Flowers and all those, but
A million times. From
it
Boys
is
Over
not a
Flowers.
million times better.
Boys Over
Flowers.
Flowers. Okay.
That is
John D. is retarded,
over
overdramatic.
I agree with that, but
this was way better than.
there's still. I just like they no, because this one.
Don't hand it me like that.
This one, I mean, it's cute and the romance is cute and it has some funny parts, but it's not. I mean, it's a drama you could, you know, if you're beginning to get into it, but it's not. There's not a lot of depth. There's not a lot of.
It's all about her cutting off her hair and being there for no reason, just because she likes him.
Yeah, that's another thing
like me
too.
going to Korea just because I like Minho.
Don't do that.
Okay, that's
Don't
pretty
do that.
reasonable.
Don't do that. But yeah, because in this version she decides to go help him and do all this because she kind of is in love with him. But in the Japanese version, she actually had an excuse because in the Japanese version, the main guy got hurt saving the female lead. That's why she feels guilty to go help him. And this one, she's just like a crazy fan, I guess.
I'm in love with him, so I'm gonna chop off all my hair and
I feel like that's a bad
make him
sign.
fall in love with me.
No, I feel like that's a bad thing to like send out there, like with Playful Kiss and this. If you're obsessed with a guy,
Chase them until they love you.
Chase them, stalk them, follow them to another country, follow them
until
around.
they love you. That's
Go into an all-boys school so you can sleep in the same room as them. It's not a good.
okay, I love Minho, but I would never go that.
It's not a good message to send out there. But it's still, like I said, it's a cute drama. I gave it a 7 out of 10. 7, because I think the performances are good. Of course, you gave
25.
Minho.
I gave him
a million.
billion.
But I mean, there's some Korean like K-pop artists that I have been disappointed with acting, like Suzy Bae. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on her. And there's just been some, but there's some that are actually really good. Like I thought he was good in this. Like Mickey Yuchan, he's usually pretty good. So sometimes Korean pop stars can make that transition, and sometimes it's just they're just a pop star in a drama. But again, this was cute. I enjoyed it. It was okay. Do you have any other thoughts? And don't make it like an hour, please.
I don't like Sully at all after this.
Like
whatsoever. I don't like her at all.
It's so weird that you just like get so annoyed with her just because she's in a drama and they're acting. They're not really.
And she kissed him.
They're not really secretly in love.
But she kissed him.
It's acting.
She kissed him. I'm gonna kill you after we do this. I swear to God.
It's acting.
They still kiss.
He kissed her too.
Maybe it's acting.
So
You're not helping.
Is he not acting?
You're not helping.
He's like an Oscar winner.
He's acting. She's not.
Oh, she's really
Maybe.
just in love with him.
Maybe
Okay.
they're acting.
All right. So yeah, that's a crazy fans
I'm not crazy.
A crazy fan.
I am not crazy.
Perspective.
I'm not crazy.
But it was, like I said, it was decent. Not the best.
Think I'm crazy.
Yes. So yeah, To the Beautiful You, the Korean Hanakimi. Watch it if you like Hanakimi, if you like Minho, if you like Sully. I guess not if you like.
Don't.
Not if you like them. I don't know. But yeah. So that's my review. Thanks for watching.